All right, here we go. This is a good one. Let's talk about the message. Let's talk about if people have a message to relay. Don't shoot the messenger. You know that term? So I know that my intentions when I do my speeches or my rants or my little talks to the people, I try to definitely give people an insight to experiences, information, and education that they definitely could try to apply to their life. People go all day long and try to be like, oh, what's wrong with D? Why is he saying that? What's that subject on? Or why is he expressing so hard in that avenue? What's going on in him in his life? There's a lot going on in my life. Been a lot going on in my life. We all have stuff going on in our lives, man. You have problems all our life. That's life. Life is full of problems and events and different stuff. But that doesn't necessarily mean that every single conversation or speech has to be targeted to something exactly that's going on. Because when I speak my message so people can apply it to themselves. I don't speak to try to get sympathetic views for the pain that I go through in my life because I'm handling it. I handle my pain. I handle my difficulties. I handle my trials. As someone who's trying to be a servant of God, that's what I believe in. I try to definitely return that information back to the people, pass it on. So it's conducive. It has to be positive. You know, you can learn from me. You can feel my passion, feel my pain, and feel the issues that I've gone through or go through. You know, that's just life. You got to give it back. So people can interpret things and messages in all different ways. They can feel like they're targeted at them. They can feel like it's a smoke screen. They can feel like it's just an expression. I'm not here for that. I'm here to give extreme insight to interactions of life, dilemmas of life, situational awareness, and how to conquer yourself. Because that's what it's about, man. Because I don't need to come up here and beg for mercy or beg for sympathy for my life. I don't need to exploit my problems. And I, for sure, do not need to sit here and act like I'm better than anybody or even claim that I'm a saint. Because I ain't. I'm just a guy who's been going through life, trials and errors, struggling, has felt success on different levels, has changed lives on different levels, and I still feel great about myself and good about myself. And it's taken me a long time to get to a place that I appreciate myself. But you know, society, man, it's definitely about flaws and failures and pointing the fingers and tearing people down. And, oh, did you hear that? Oh, I can't believe this. You know what? I'm not even concerned with that because I'll be living proof of what life could be like. I'll be living proof of the stresses and struggles that everybody goes through out there. And you know, they want to act like they go through this stuff, but you know, you ring bells and touch inside of them when you speak on them because everybody knows that they can relate to 1,000 things that we hear every single day. So nobody needs to act like they're different than anybody. It's life and it's a learning experience. So when I get these moments and these notions, and I could collide my experience, or I could collide a feeling that I'm feeling at the moment, and I could transfer it back into the people, so maybe a listening ear could hear it and be like, "Wow, you know what? That's crazy. That applies to me, man. I was going through the same thing last week, man. This dude right here, man, he made me think of just a little bit." If I can make you think just a little bit to act differently through the trials that you go through or situations that you need to make choices on, so be it. But I am not here to be acting any different than what I am, man. Because I've been through it all, go through it all, still gonna go through it all. You know why? And I appreciate that. I appreciate the difficulties that I face every single day, man, because it's there for a reason to test me, test my skills, test my strength, test my resolve. How strong are you gonna be? And I may go through that through the rest of my life, man. We all have different levels of happiness. We all have different levels of turmoil. And I'm not gonna compare mine to anybody's. But if I can express a few things that the rest of the humans out there in the world go through, and even if 1 out of 100 people take something that I said and it makes just a little bit of sense to their chemistry and their formulas and their daily events, and it gives them peace of mind, change their perspective, make them feel better, thank you. God will appreciate that for me. But, you know, social media is the devil. It plays with people's heads. It's a dumping ground. It's a show off tool. It's just a fascist fashion market, and it's crazy. So you know, there's a lot of confusion out there. You know, They either love you or they hate you. You know what? It doesn't even matter, because if you're doing stuff for you, and if I'm just giving back to give back, I can't control what people hear, what people say, and how people interpret anything. All I know is that I speak from the heart, I speak from realness, I speak from experience, and I'm trying to give that back. I intertwine that with my clients, with fitness, with nutrition, and the need to get up every morning to be better. Because I don't care what level of success you're on, how much money you got, or how good you feeling at home or not at home. There's always room for improvement. And if you're not going through the struggle, I could give you information that could prevent you from going through certain struggles. So when that situation comes that you have a split second to make that decision on which way you're going to go, you choose the right way, so you don't have to go through certain turmoil in life. This is why we read bios. This is why people make stories. This is why there's impacting life stories out there, so we could feel and relate without having to go through it. And trust me, I could take you down a long path of struggle and turmoil and tough situations that you would rather not be a part of. It's better to just read the book, listen for what it is, instead of trying to interpret and break down people's intentions and characters and think that everything is just fake and phony and hypocritical and doesn't make sense, because, it is what it is, man. We all have a purpose to live for it. So when the message comes, if it don't apply to you, let it go. If you could use it, take it, because that's what life is about, us learning from one another and networking. So with that, be kind, be grateful, be humble, because that's the struggle. It's easy to get angry, easy to get mad, easy to flip out. It's easy to antagonize. It's easy to beat down. It's easy to critique. It's easy to insult. It's easier to ignore, disregard, treat people like nothing, and not give people the benefit of the doubt. That's easy to do. Try the other way. Let's not get so angry, so pissed off, because life is short, but we do take that for granted until the funeral comes. And then we talking about the wishes, what we wish we should have done or what we should have said. Thinking about how we acted when that person was alive. But now they're gone, you're all sad and thinking about what you should have said. So don't let it get to that point, people. Practice every day to be better, man. Cleanse your soul, cleanse your mind. We're not perfect. We make mistakes. It's all good. As long as you strive to be better, do your best. And don't let nobody ever try to define what your best is, man. Your best is never going to be good enough for the next person. You know why? Because it's your best. God bless you.